Welcome back, everyone. Let's continue our classes. Evaluation. I hope you have already seen the deleted topic of your syllabus. So the long topic one, we don't have to discuss it here now. Okay, but if you still want to study, you can study by yourself. The origin of human. And there is the brief account of evolution. That's all, you don't have to study. It has been deleted. So we have 2 more topics to go. Then we will complete this chapter. It is so golden opportunity for you guys. Even this topic has been deleted, and you have time, you're staying in the home, you're getting your home environment, getting your home food. It's a golden opportunity. Don't miss it. You have plenty of time, you have less syllabus, a less topic. Okay, Pardo exam. Today, we will discuss Darwin's theory. I hope you might have heard name Darwin. Lamarck, Darwin, hunisa sage ebur naam, bahut common. So, Darwin's theory. So, Lamarck's theory is known as theory of inheritance of acquired character. Similarly, Darwin's theory is known as theory of natural selection. Hey everyone, your graph are going down. Okay, do you remember the graph I have shown in your first year? Your graph are now going down, as I expected. This happens. Your graph in first year was like that. Progressive, promising, straight. Then, now, it is going like that, your graph. Not all, but most of you. Now, after this, when you attain this peak, from here, the graph, from straight line, it will become like this. Now, when your graph become like this, you are gone. You are gone, completely gone. From here, you can still go back. If you go down again, if you reach this point, mark my words, you won't be able to go back again. So be careful. Later you will realize. Later on you will realize. WhatsApp करते रहो, Facebook करते रहो, वीडियो मत देखो, क्लास अटेंड मत करो. ओके, लेवल दिखाते रहो इंस्टाग्राम में, खाना खिलाएगा तुम लोग को. Anyway, let me do my duty. Darwin's theory. I am honest to myself. I don't know about you. So you too, be honest to yourself. Okay? Sincerity, discipline, manners makes a human. Nako aru mai kiman kom. Postulate. Darwin's theory postulate. We need to know the postulates of Darwin's theory. Okay, the theories are like a fairy tale. So please listen carefully and don't feel asleep. It's like a fairy tale. Just like Lamarck's giraffe. It's also a kind of fairy tale. First postulate. The Darwin's theory. He says that population growth is geometric. ঠিক আছে? According to Darwins, a postulate तुम लोग लिखना, ठीक है? Population growth is geometric. What does that mean? The growth of human population is very fast, very rapid. So he gave the term geometric. Like, we can take, he just gave us idea, geometric. Geometric, it means like 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 2, 8, 8 into 2, 16. Geometric, fast, rapid, and the food resources and space are limited. That is arithmetic. According to Darwins, the food resources and space are arithmetic or limited. That means, in a sense, arithmetic 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 9 10 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so the population growth is arithmetic. That means the population growth is very fast, very rapid. In a short period of time, living organism, population doesn't mean only human. Population means all living organism reproduce at a very fast rate. Each and every minute, all living organism is producing. So the growth is geometric. So this is the idea he gave us. And the food and space is limited. That is arithmetic. ठीक है? अगर food or space limited है and population is increasing, so definitely there will be a competition, struggle for existence. So there will be a struggle or competition for living. If in a particular place there is a limited number of space and the number is increasing, the number of living organism is increasing, definitely there will be a competition. There will be a competition for their survival. Now we are facing at this moment competition. मेहनत नहीं करोगे तो कोई तुमको कुचल के आगे चला जाएगा. Just like 3 Idiots style. Something like that, right? I don't remember. Says there will be struggle for existence. Now this struggle can be, or competition can be, between the same species or between different species or with respect to the environment. Okay, if it is between the same species, we call intraspecific. Struggle between same species, intraspecific, or it could be interspecific. Struggle between different species, or it could be environmental issues. Environmental issues like temperature, rain, or anything, earthquake, volcano, ঠিক আছে প্ৰথম কথাটো হ'ল পপুলেশ্যন গ্ৰোথ জিওমেট্ৰিক মানে population increasing in a very rapid form and as food and space is limited. So if the food and space is limited, a number of people or number of living organisms is increasing, definitely there will be a competition or struggle for their survival. So there will be competition. So we say struggle for existence. Now struggle can be intra-specific, the struggle between same species, or inter-specific, struggle between different species or environmental issues. The struggle, it could be environmental issue like struggle with respect to the temperature, struggle with respect to the earthquake, volcano, rainfall, flood, anything, environmental issue. So next point, number 4. Now there will be a variation in population. Variation means change in the population. So variation will take place now. Variation माने की? Variation माने change. Change का मतलब change. So after struggle for existence क्या होंगे population में changes दिखाई देंगे ठीक है सेल में हो या जीन में हो changes दिखाई देंगे so उसी को ही हम लोग variation in population बोलते हैं now this changes variation means what changes now variation can be slow changes or sudden changes. It can be slow or it can be sudden. Sudden due to mutation. It's really noisy, you know, very noisy. I don't like the environment. I need a very peace environment to study, to teach, anything. A pin drop silence, I want. It's very noisy. What can I do? I have to do my duty. So the sudden is due to mutation. Slow is due to recombination. As I said it before, my duty is my religion. And I'm very honest to my religion. And my responsibility as well is my religion. So there will be a variation. Variation means changes. The changes will take place among the people. The changes, it can be changes in the gene, changes in the cell. Okay, so the changes will occur due to struggle. So now the changes, it can be slow changes or sudden changes. The sudden changes is due to lights gone. Wait for a minute. Okay, welcome back. Now current came. Back to action. So slow changes is due to recombination. Okay, now what is recombination? Please don't ask. And what is mutation? We have already discussed all this in genetics. Barbar nahi bolunga main. Read it by yourself. So the first of all, the postulation here, according to Darwins, he says that the population growth is geometric. It means geometric in a sense that the growth of population, that is living organism. Population, it doesn't mean only human or animals. It also includes all the living organism, including the microorganism as well. Okay? So the population growth is very rapid. In a short period of time, it rapidly grows. For example, bacteria, for example, paramecium. Bacteria divides or grows every after 20 minutes. Okay, as well as for paramecium, it grows every after 24 minutes. So the growth is very fast. Okay, but their life cycle is very short. That's why they die also. Okay, otherwise they could have filled all those environment with full of bacteria and paramecium. Their life cycle is very short. They die after 24 hours. So the population growth is geometric. So I have shown formula that how it grows. Okay, not formula. So in a mathematical ways, we can analyze it. That's how it grows. So in a very short period of time, it grows rapidly. So next thing, according to Darwins, he says that the food and space are limited. Okay, there is a limited number of number of food or limited space in our universe, but the population is growing rapidly. They are crossing the limit. Okay, so definitely if in a particular space there is a limited number and the number of people are increasing, definitely there will be a struggle for existence like now we are facing at this moment. We have to work really hard to get our things, right? Because with respect to the food or with respect to the space, people are more, so we have competition now. Very hard competition we have to face right now, right? So there will be a competition because the food and space is limited. Okay, so there will be struggle now, the struggle for survival, so struggle for existence. And the struggle, it could be between the same species, we call it as an intraspecific struggle, or the struggle could be between different species, like interspecific struggle we say. And the struggle could be with respect to the environmental issues, for example like temperature, rainfall, floods, earthquake, volcanic eruption, etc. Any environmental issue. So next, there will be a change in the population, the change in the number of cells, the change in the structure of gene, so there will be changes over. So we say variation. Variation means changes. Okay, changes. Now variation can be slow variation or it can be sudden variation. Sudden is due to mutation. Mutation we have discussed, right? Sudden changes in the gene result in mutation. So it can be slow also due to recombination. What is recombination? Not going to discuss it here. Okay, so just remember the term recombination. During crossing over, the recombination that takes place, that is the recombination. So the next step or next postulation, according to Darwin's number 5. So after variation in population, now the nature will select the best. Okay, nature will select the best, those who are fit for the environment. Nature only select the best organism, those who are fit for the organism. Those who are not fit, so the nature will not select them. Ultimately they are going to get executed from the environment. So next will be natural selection and survival. Natural fittest. So those who are fit to adapt the change in environmental condition, those organisms will able to continue their life cycle. Okay, and the nature will select only those organisms. Those who are not fit, they will die. Okay, those who are fit, they will live and they will continue. And the nature will select only those organisms. So that's why natural selection and survival of the fittest. So survival of the fittest, those who are fit with a change in environmental condition, only they will survive, and the nature will select only those organisms. And this point is important. Sometimes the question asks from this point for 3 marks. I'm going to discuss it now only after completing this postulation. Okay, we will take some example relating to the natural selection and survival of the fittest. We're going to discuss it now. Let me complete this first postulation, then we will discuss this. So only those organisms which are fit to adapt, they will live, and nature will select those organisms. Okay, because the evolution is taking place every day. Before, I have already said this, okay, before the temperature of Guwahati was around, the maximum temperature ranges up to 35 degree, maximum 33 to 35. Okay, when I was in a school. Okay, but now it exceeds up to 40 degrees Celsius because the temperature is changing. with the number of increasing human population, humans are destroying environment, because for the survival of the existence, they have to rely on the nature. Okay, they are destructing trees, environment for construction, for building. As a result, it ultimately affects our environment. The temperature is changing, and our cells are adapting that temperature. So our cells, even in our body, the cells, the genes, evolution is taking place. Okay, so if our cells can adapt that change environmental condition, then we will live. Otherwise, we will die. That's it. And nature will select us. Only those who are fit for their survival. So after selecting the best organism, that will be the gene that the particular organism inherits. Okay, and it will pass from generation to generation. So next will be inheritance of useful characters. So only those characters which can, then characters means what? Cell. Only those organisms which are able to adapt the changed environmental condition, the nature will select only those organisms, and that organism now they will inherit that useful characters, and they will pass it from generation to generation. Now the offspring that will born, it is going to born with that adaptive characters. Okay, so speciation, that means the new species will be formed. New species means a species with adapted characters will be formed. New species doesn't mean from donkey to giraffe kind of thing. Here the speciation, that means the new species, in a sense that the new species is formed with that adaptive character, which are able to survive with the change in environmental condition. Okay, understood? So 7 point, these are the postulation of Darwin's theory. So easy, but still students find it difficult. I don't understand. I really don't understand. In exam, I have seen no one able to write this answer. In this year, this question came. When I saw the paper, no one was able to write this answer specifically. Just write in a point-wise manner, so easy. One line, you can explain it in few sentences. Okay, but the points should be there, all those points. You will get 3 marks. Still, I don't know why. If there is a wrong in the student, or if there is a wrong in teaching, if there is a wrong in, I don't know why. I don't understand. Okay, so please study in a systematically way. Don't just by heart it everything. Okay, from a guidebook or from any other particular book. Clear your concept. If you clear your concept, it becomes easy and uninteresting as well. Okay. It really, the education system need to be changed. We are still following the Indus Valley civilization method. Okay, study in a smart way. Then only our country will develop. Otherwise, it will remain the same. Okay. The first point, population growth is geometric. It really, the population growth is geometric. That means the population growth is very rapid, and the food and space resources are limited. The food and resources are arithmetic. As a result, there will be struggle for existence. So the struggle could be intraspecific, that is between the same specific, interspecific, between the different species, or it can be environmental issue. Okay, then there will be a variation in population, and then there will be after variation, then the nature will select the best, and nature will select only those organisms which are fit to survive the changed environmental condition. Now that character will inherit that organism and will pass from generation to generation. Now offspring will born with that new species. New species means the characters with adaptive it's really disturbing me. I hate noise. I hate the sounds of bike. I hate the sounds of cars. That's why I ride bicycle. Where were I? Speciation, excuse me for that, excuse me. So speciation means new species will born with that adaptive characters. Okay, I hope you understood. So 7 points are there. Darwin's postulation. If you can write a few points, okay, along with that. These are the main heading. There should be all those terms. So first of all, Darwin's theory is known as the theory of natural selection. Lemma's theory is known as the theory of inheritance of acquired character. So Darwin's theory, with respect, if you compare the Lemma's theory with Lemma's theory, so Darwin's theory explains in a little we can say appropriate manner. But still we follow Lemma's theory, but Darwin's theory has a point with compared to Lemma's theory. Okay, so this theory explains in a bit appropriate form. But still we need to study Lemma's theory. I don't know why. And this chapter again is a controversial chapter. Okay, it's still not yet fixed. It's still not yet. This chapter is not appropriate. It is changing every time. Okay. Acha baru. Ami eta hetu chau ha. Natural selection and survival of the fittest. Sometimes the question asked on this for 3 marks, so you have to explain it with respect to the diagram, not diagram, with respect to the example. So there are many examples, few examples. I'll give you one example, so you explain that. Okay, I'll just explain it. It's like a fairy tale again. Listen my story, beautiful story, and you write it by yourself. The point should be there. There are many examples. I'll give you one example. Industrial melanism. What is melanin? Pigment present in our skin, which differs the color of our skin, right? If there is more melanin pigment in our skin, we are talking, if there is a more melanin pigment, our skin will be black. If there is less melanin pigment, the skin will be fair or albino in some case, if there is zero melanin. So I'll give you one example. There are many examples like DTT also there, and some other examples are also there, but I'll give you industrial melanism. Listen. In the early 19th century, in England, a place named called Birmingham. I don't know how it pronounced. Birmingham, whatever. So, in 19th century, in England, a place named called Birmingham. During that time, there was no any industries. During 19th century in England, there was no industry. So no industries means no pollution. Okay, and at that time there were lichen. Do you remember lichen? It is a symbiotic association between algae and fungi, and the lichen grows only in those areas where there is no pollution, because it is very sensitive to sulfur dioxide solution. Where there is a sulfur dioxide, it will not grow, and sulfur dioxide mostly produced from industries and burn smoke. Okay, so when there were no any industry, there were lichen, and lichen are gray in color. Most of the lichen gray in color, gray color lichen, and there were huge number of moths. Okay, do you know moths? Do you know the differences between moths and butterfly? Have you ever seen in your life butterfly and moth? What is the differences between butterfly and moth? Both looks almost the same. It's really noisy, really noisy. How can one stitch like that? There's a sounds going out there. There's a sounds going out there. Butterflies are mostly colorful. They are attractive, you know. And the size of the butterfly are small as compared to the size of the moths. The moths are colorless. The moth can be of two color only, black and gray. Okay, the black and gray. So moths are of only two color, black and gray, and the size are big. It is not attractive. Butterflies are attractive. They are beautiful and they are small in size. Okay, remember, anything is beautiful is injurious to human health. Butterfly it contains some, you know, acidic on the surface of their wings. It results into the allergy, some grains with it. It results to the allergy. It can result into allergies. So anything that is attractive is injurious to health. Flowers, animals, human, anything. Remember. So there were a huge number of moths. And a moth can be black and gray. Okay, the color is black and gray only. You find. And lichen is gray color. So when there was no pollution, all the gray color moths and the lichen, it grows on the surface of the rock as well as on the surface of the bark of the tree. Okay, on the surface of the bark of the tree, or it can grow on the surface of the rock as well, lichen. So those lichen which were at the surface of the tree, the moth, the gray moth, can easily blend with the color, gray color lichen. Understood? Are you getting? Those gray color moth can easily blend with the gray colored lichen. As a result, the other birds which feed on the moth, okay, the birds which feed on the moth, it become susceptible to its prey. The birds which feed on the moths, okay, the moth now which are visible, it becomes susceptible to its prey. Now the visible moth will be black. The gray color moth, it blends with the color of gray color lichen. So camouflage in biology term we say. So as a result, the birds won't able to see that gray color moth, because gray color moth it blends with the gray color lichen. So the black color moth become visible. The black color moth becomes susceptible to its prey. So all the black color moth was eaten up by some kind of birds, hawk, eagle. Okay. So next, what happened when industrial revolution took place? now the industry were set up, large number of industries were set up. As a result, huge unburned smoke were produced. As a result, all the gray color lichen, it turns out into black color due to smoke produced by the industry, due to pollution. So now the gray color lichen, it turns into a black color lichen due to the accumulation of smoke or black in color. So now the black color moth can easily blend with the black color lichen. As a result, the gray color lichen now becomes susceptible to its prey. Now next what happened? All the gray color moth were eaten up by predator. So black color become black color. Now it can blend with the color black color lichen. Okay, so this is called reverse evolution when industry has been set up. Again, the coal in industry, the coal which is used for burning things, the coal has been replaced with electricity. Again, pollution goes down, the color again it changes. The black color lichen, it turns out into gray color to its original color. Now gray color moth, it blends with the gray color lichen. Now for the predator, it becomes difficult to find its prey because the gray color moth, it blends with the gray color lichen. Black color moth again becomes susceptible to its prey. So that's how nature select the best, and nature select the best. Only the organism, the fittest organism survive. I hope you understood. I could have explained it in very nicely, but it's very noisy thing going on outside. It really distracts me. I hope you understood. You will understand. Even it becomes difficult for me to teach. I could have teach it in a very or in other way also. Other way means in details also. But that's the thing only you need to know. I hope you understood. Try to see book. Okay, you will understand. Okay. So that is the industrial Melanism. We take the example of natural selection and survival of the fittest. So I hope you understood this. Again, if you have confused, we will again explain this in some other day. Now very distracting things are going on outside. Very noisy things are going on. Construction is going on. It's really distract me. Okay, I'm very getting difficult to teach. Sorry for that. Okay, I hope you understood. I could have gone in very deep again this part, but that's all. That's the thing you need to know. So next we have one more topic left: Hardy-Weinberg's equilibrium and genetic drift. So in the next video lecture we will complete that part. Okay, then we will complete evolution chapter. So till then, study.